got some out of meat at the top.
All right, no props. See, bags of stuff with it full weight. So if you figured out where that is, that's about it's about here somewhere. It's about there. So really, it should have been spread out. There's too much weight on the front, but of course you can't leave. You can't leave a gap in front because the stuff will move. It's loaded to about here, say. You really want it coming back. You can't strap it with a strap, can you? It's not like it's a flatbed or a curtain. You can't get in there and throw straps on top of it. Yeah, I'll tell you what, the crane, when he lifts this, he's going to have a surprise because all that weight's in the front. Yeah, it's not level, is it? So if you look there, it's a good, yeah, this is why you have to watch on these containers all the time. And it's okay for me now because I can see it, but the poor bugger that's going to pick this up and take it to where it's got to go won't know about that. So there's containers for you. That's what containers are like. All you do is pick up a loaded container. You never know how it's loaded inside, and you don't know what it's like, so you have to treat every container as a bad container until you've opened the doors. So here's the story, Jack and Ori. Do you remember me telling you the load was forward? When I got on the bridge, my total weight was 40 ton. So I was happy at that because I can go to 44 tons, so that leaves the capacity. But there wasn't enough weight in the container for the customer. So it says we want to put more weight in. And I says, well, you know, we're on the limit. If you bring me up to 44 and the whole load is forward, it's going to put me way overweight in the front. Can I speak to a manager, please? I said. Can you send a manager out to me? Anyway, fair enough. The manager came out. As soon as I spoke to him, he says, yeah, I know what's happened, mate. Yeah, no problem. We'll get it fixed. He's had it before. So the driver didn't really understand what was going on, the loader. But the manager knew exactly that the whole load was too far forward. Should really be back slightly. But of course, you're not going to leave an empty gap there, are you? So what they're going to do is half unload it, yeah? Hold on. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a few of them out, 4 or 6 of them out. We're going to put them in the middle, and then we're going to put another 4 or 6 on the arse end, put them back in, so the load comes fully to the back doors. That's the plan now, so we can spread the weight. And like I say, the manager, because usually the manager know even less than the guys that load it, but luckily in this case, the manager knew exactly what I was on about. He says, oh yeah, I've had it before, mate. So what they're going to do is leave these in the front. These that are doubled up down the side in the middle, they're going to take that out and turn it into a single row and cram it all in, and then put doubles on the back, which will then spread the weight backwards, which is where we want the weight. We want the weight on these axles here and these axles here. In theory, we're looking at 7.5, 9, 10, 10, 10, 10. So that's where you get, they're a 55 ton, I think. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, it's not, because it's got 6 axles and each axle can have 10 ton on it. You would think it's a 60 ton machine, but it's not. You can have 10 ton here, 10 ton there, 10 ton there. You can have 10 ton on the drive. So there's your 40 ton capacity anyway. So there is plenty of leeway. The weight's loaded now, it puts too much weight here, which then, because remember this is the cab and the engine here, which overloads the front. So in theory, you don't want the load to affect that, because that's where it's at. You only want the load here, don't you? Starting from here and then back, so the most of the load sits, because you've got 30 ton capacity here, you've got 10 there, so there is, you know, that it is sort of flexible, if you get what I mean. So anyway, and because the bridge we're going on isn't an axle weigher. Some places you weight the axle and you'd be right, but we're going on a bridge which only weighs the total weight of it, so it wasn't heavy enough. So anyway, they're going to move it around now and pull this load back, which will bring the weight onto the back, which will even it back up again. Yeah. And I thought I was going to have a nice peaceful Monday morning, go there, fill it full of shit and take it to the docks. It's now, I've been here since, I was booked in at 7 o'clock. It's probably 9 o'clock now. We've still got this shit to do. But anyway, it's all about staying safe. We don't want to overload the front. It get to warm up the tyre and blow it, you know, because of the weight. So it's better to be safe than sorry. Yeah. And all I want's a quiet day. Anyway, they're sorting it now. So now you see, we've let me just take a run up there. You might be able to see it. You might be able to see it, what we've done now. The load is coming right to the back, look. And we've turned them into a couple of singles and spread the load backwards, see. So that'll be fine now, that'll be fine. So we're at 43 tonne now, so it's, what was that, another 3 tonne for the customer to put into the back of the box, because we were running at 40, weren't we? 39, whatever it was. So we're at 43 somewhere. We'll have a look at the paperwork in a minute. So now it's all straightened and level and we're on the bridge. It's all good and dandy, just paperwork now. Yeah. So let's have a look now then. Yeah, we came in at 16,800. Remember, we've got an empty, a 4-tonne empty box on that, haven't we? So we went in with an empty container which weighs 4 tonne. The one in front is a 40 footer. Do you see where it says tear? It says A3830. So that's 303 and then 830 kilograms. So that's 3 tonne 830. So it's nearly 4 tonne, just a bit off. Okay. So you see the tear weight there. So let's get back to this now. Where were we? Yeah. So that's what time we came in. And remember me telling you they wanted to send me out at 39 tonne, which would have been all right. But at 43 tonne, I've only got 1 tonne to play with. So you've got to be pretty evened out. So that's why I asked them to push it back, and the bloke understood, you know. So anyway, so they ended up putting 26 tonne. I mean, in other words, they could have put another tonne, and for every they've sent 26 tonnes of goods, haven't they? Well, for every if they'd filled it to 44 tonne, every 26 containers, for every 26 containers they've sent to this particular customer, they would have had one for nothing. So they're losing out on a tonne, but you can't really, unless you've got the equipment to really measure it accurately, it's got to be a roundabouts, hasn't it? So anyway, they've lost out on a tonne, haven't they? But they were unwilling to lose out on 4 tonne. So that's why they had to put the weight on. Because it costs the same money to take half a container or a full container. Let's have a look, see where this is going. Is that, where the hell is that? Where the hell is that? I don't know where that is. The address. Yeah, look at that. What address is that? What country is that going? What country is that going to? That's the ship and all that it's going to, but what country is there? Is that Turkey? Are you going to Turkey, do you think? I don't know where that country is. Anyway, that's where it's going. Oh, there we are, look. On the trailer, look, it's got the information. And on this one is 8 tonne. Yeah, so the maximum we can have on, when it's talking about axle 1, 2 and 3, it's talking about axle 1, 2 and 3. It's not talking about the front, because you can have any sort of unit on the front. But this particular trailer can only have 8 ton on each axle. Yeah, it's a it's a 2015 trailer. So that's that one. Let's have a look at the tractor unit plate. So this is the plate for this. We can go to 44 ton, look, because we're running on air. It's a 2015 truck, Mercedes Actros. The first axle was 7.5 ton, which is pretty much, don't put any more weight, it's about 7.5 ton empty, because of course it's got the cab and the engine and the gearbox and all that on there. The middle axle, the lift axle, is 7.5 ton, and the back one, I said 10, it's 11,500. So the drive axle, axle 3, axle 2 and axle 1, look, and we can go to 44 ton. I'm just looking at something else, because if this was like a Scania, I think the Scanias can run 60 odd ton. They're down for here. See, there's gross weight and there's train weight. They are train weight 44. We can and maximum train weight. See, so axle 1 is this one. Axle 2 is this one. It's a lift axle on this one. And this one, 11.5 ton we can have on there. So just the weight alone, 1, 2, 3, 4, it's 41.5 ton just in these 4 axles. So you've got plenty of, leeway, you've got room in it. And remember, what will affect this as well is your fuel. There's 2 ton of fuel on it, and some of them have bigger tanks. What's this one carrying? Oh no, it hasn't got a hydro pack. Yeah, and the AdBlue. You've got AdBlue over there, haven't you? And the fuel. So sometimes you have to be careful. Don't go and load with full tanks, because you might go overweight, or don't load to your limit on a quarter of a tank of fuel, because by the time you've dropped into the station and you've filled it up on your journey, so you just have to bear it in mind, that's all. It don't happen very often. Most of the time it's well within, but sometimes it gets a bit close. You've just got to be aware of it, that's all. So the good thing about containers is you're not very far from the rail, so you soon get rid of it. So if you've got something that you're uncomfortable with, or you've got a question mark on, or whatever, get the bloody thing to the train and get a damn thing off, and then it's somebody else's problem. But you know the old motto, do unto others before others do unto you. You've got to remember that also they can do it to you, and I'm just now going to go and pick up a box. God knows how they've loaded it, who knows what they've put in it. All I know is it's a container and it's got a seal on, and it's going on the back of the truck, and I get given a delivery address. That's all I know. So don't do on. So the motto here is, don't do unto others that you wouldn't want to be done on by yourself, because they're going to come back and get you back, aren't they? Karma will come and get you and give you a bad box. But I tend to treat, when I pick up a loaded box, I treat them all as bad boxes. All of them. All these boxes want to get you into trouble, want to flip you over, want to get you done for being weighted or whatever, because you don't know. You're trusting other people to do things, aren't you? So treat them all as a bad box, and don't give somebody a bad box. I mean, if the load's gone over, it's really resting against the door, and you open the door and the damn stuff comes running out, you have to be aware of that, because it does happen. It does happen. I haven't caught one yet. I haven't had one in a while. So anyway, we'll just plod on, and thank goodness this is going to go. So any worries or stress or questions or any uncomfortableness, the crane is in the window. It's about to pick it up. Horrible box. We'll call this an horrible box. So keep your eyes open on that. We've got it. Oh, feel it coming off. Oh, lovely. Bye bye, horrible box. Bye bye, horrible box. We're going to get our next one now. So the next box, the box we want, is underneath this box here. So the poor bugger's going to have to dig it out. So we'll have to find somewhere to put that. Because you know they stack them 2 and 3 high, don't they? So we don't want that one. It's just like building blocks, I suppose. Yeah. So anyway, he's got to go and get rid of that. Oh, he's going to put it down there. Yeah, it's going to fit down there, look. And the wee one is this red one here. I've already seen the number. One of these days I'll get you real close, watch these lock onto these boxes. But, so basically you just have to pick it up and bring it over to me. So this is the box we want, look. There we are, matey. So watch this little in the roof of the box, look, in the top. Then look. Good lad. Turn the twist locks. There's not a lot holding them. They'll be pretty strong. Here we are, picking it up. That's the box we want now. And he's going to throw that on the back. Let's have a look at the mirror coming. Here it is, coming in the mirror. He's going to, yeah, I was pretty close. Look, when that's in the door there, you know he's right in his position. I'm just going to put it on me now. Easy peasy. So I've picked up what's called a nominated box. So that's, I wanted that particular box, look. 5395, 5395, yeah. So all we got to do now is lock it on, look. Throw that lock. Turn this twist lock, make sure that's on secure and proper. Make sure it's sealed so nobody's messed with it. And lock on this 4-1. We've done 2, haven't we? 2. Looking not bad, no damage. Everything's okay. But who knows what's in there? Well, who knows what state it is in there? What the hell is waiting for us? So every box is a bad box until you open the doors. So here we are, look, on the way out. I'm not sure if I've shown you the one on the way out. This machine here, this set of lights here will take the number of the box. We'll read the box. Here we are, look. We go slowly, allow it to read the box. Let's go forward to this score box here. Nice and slowly, right, we're here. Then it asks you. Waiting, right. Is that box number the right box number? 539, 5395, 5395. Yes, it is the right one. We press the button, up comes the barrier, on we go. Oh, you know, there's a fridge going on next door to us, so there's a hell of a noise. Anyway, we're on the bay with this 20-footer, and in the back of the behind it's handball, because it's a load of boxes, they put this netting to hold it back so that it don't fall out when you open the door. Well, anyway, you remember yesterday and the rope was a bit thick, fair enough, a bit like the owner, the new owner. This will be great for Debbie, for her to grow her tomatoes, and great stuff for it's not fishing, it's just great for greenhouse sort of netting. She'll be able to grow her things, connect her things to it, hang this up, and then the plants will grow in and around it. So anyway, yeah, we got Debbie a bit of swag. We got a bit of a net for her. I have got something similar. The only reason I chose this is a lot lighter and thinner, isn't it? Yeah. So anyway, we got Debbie a bit of swag for her greenhouse. Lovely jubbly.